I love YouTube. I have to make myself not watch YouTube. This is the time of year where everybody posts lists of all kinds. I know I'm a little bit late, but I thought I would throw up my list of my favorite YouTubers. The only qualification is I have to watch their video when it pops up. These are all music-related channels. We have piano, we have composition, we have sampling, luthery. I don't only watch music, so we'll throw in a few non-music, but we're gonna start off with guitar. Quick disclaimer, my channel is very safe. You know what you're gonna get. If you want to watch this channel with your 8-year-old son or your 80-year-old grandmother, I'm not gonna offend anybody. The very first person on my list, you can't watch it around those people. One of my favorite videos of all time was with Dan Wilson, the singer-songwriter, the great singer-songwriter. And he cussed, and I was like, oh, I can't use that.
Then there's a couple that are, you know.
I might have to bleep it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Did
my
I make
parents watch it.
Yeah.
So what sound should I use instead of a bleep? Because the bleep is so offensive.
Like an aruga horn, you know?
Okay.
I'll swear more if you promise you put that horn in every time I swear.
So I'll give some of these people an aruga rating. If you are into guitar, you know who Tom Bukovac is, also known as 501 Chorus Echo and Homeschooling. He puts the camera down low and he stands up over you and he looks down while he's playing. Hello, friends.
Fellow rock and roll enthusiasts.
Most of the time he starts out by playing. Oftentimes what he plays is far too difficult for me to even imagine playing. But if it's something I think I can go after, I will watch it over and over again. He's a Nashville guy. He'll go into studios and take us along. Must watch for all guitarists. Number 2, we got Rhett Shull. Whereas Tom and some of these others fall into the category of people who just put the camera up and talk for 30 minutes, Rhett makes a great YouTube video. Okay, when I say that Rhett makes a good YouTube video, it doesn't mean that the other people don't. But YouTube videos are like songs. You can set up one mic and record one performance all the way through and be done. Or you can have 200 background vocal layers and, layer 7 snares together. Both are valid approaches. As we move forward in this video, there will be people that make great YouTube videos. I'm trying to give you the ends of the spectrum and everything in between. Oh, and hey, if you see me in public and you cuss, I don't care. I will not be offended. I am simply trying to delay the onslaught of profanity from my children, which I'm sure they are already hearing, but it makes me feel better about my parenting just a little bit. Back to Rhett. And I do know that Rhett has watched at least one of my videos because he left a comment and it was the Rubber Bridge guitar video. You can go check that out. What was shocking is what followed. And the people who thought what he said was good and the people who thought what he said was not good. And that was one of my first tastes of guitar YouTube, which is a horrible place. He's currently on tour with the band Midnight, and this is a pretty cool thing for his channel, so I'm really interested to follow that journey. Gear reviews, but good practical advice. And he can play. Guitarist number 3, Nicky V. Nicky is my teacher.
Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. My name's Nicky V. I'm a studio guitarist and producer here in Nashville.
He's a great player, but more importantly, he understands how to communicate what he's playing. I actually bought his course and I can highly recommend the course. My whole deal with courses and YouTubers is if they provide enough value for me with what they make, then I will take a risk on their course so that if it's terrible, it's fine. They gave me enough, right? I found this course to be great. I'm going to keep going through it. It's very methodical. And for me, as someone who's trying to go from a cowboy chords, bottom 5 frets to understanding the full neck, his course and his channel, excellent. I told you we're going fast. Justin Ostrander, another Nashville session guitarist.
Good evening, friends. Welcome to my channel. My name's Justin. I'm a session guitarist here in Nashville, Tennessee.
He's one of the guys that will put the camera up for 30 minutes and talk. I'm here for it. Oftentimes at like the 15-minute mark, there is some piece of gold. Yeah, he can fly around the neck and he'll show you and he'll do some of that, but it's mostly about him kind of getting into the mindset of what it takes to be a Nashville session guitarist. He just bought a 1959 335, which you got to be pretty serious if you do that. Another guitarist who's kind of connected to this Nashville scene, friend of Tom Bukovac, but I love Jed Hughes' playing. He's Australian, great songwriter. He always sets up the camera. He's like, hey guys, how's it going? In an Australian accent, which I did not deliver there at all.
Morning, everybody. How's it going? We made it to Saturday.
He's also into parts casters.
I just wanted to get it on here to see if I could make a sound with it.
I love his style. He has a way of playing that I aspire to. It's all about finding the people that inspire you. There's so many people out there, but he does things with the guitar that I hear in my head, and he is making it work. Okay, kind of switching gears. I love the Andertons guys. They crack me up. They're a great duo. This guy, I hate that I can't remember his name. One's the captain. I'm embarrassed. I just love YouTube, and I love analyzing why people use YouTube, and they're trying to sell gear. They run a guitar store, but they do it with so much value, and they teach us along the way and kind of give some insight. A lot of times you have to kind of read between the lines when it comes to gear, because they're not going to say a ton of bad things about the gear that they are trying to sell. But, you know, you watch it long enough, you can kind of figure out what really gets them excited. So if you're trying to stay up and up on new, great channel for that. I'm thinking of all these other guitar channels, but I'm going to stick to the ones that are on my list. If you want just a great YouTuber, Paul David's obviously a fantastic YouTuber, 3.64 million subscribers. So I'm not showing you anything new, but I watch his videos to figure out just as much about, you know, what he's teaching me, but how he's doing it and how he makes his videos. You know, this is a new medium, really, the past decade or so. One of my favorite things about YouTube is you can go back and see when people started and see where he is now. And yeah, must watch all of his videos. Oh, and if you don't like any of these people, I don't care. But of course, if I'm leaving anybody out, there's still some room in my nightly YouTube viewing schedule for new good channels. Adam Levy played with Norah Jones back in the Come Away With Me in the Night. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. Soft-spoken. The jazz guitarist that's slowly coming out of me is really starting to gravitate towards Adam Levy in his teaching style. A new guy that I discovered, Thor. I think he is a fantastic player. And again, another one of these YouTubers that sets the camera up, plays a little bit to kind of show us what he can do. We got to know that these people can play. And he'll just talk for 10, 15 minutes. And there's usually some really great insight. And his name is Thor. Also, parts caster guy. If a guitarist utters the word parts caster at any point in their video, the algorithm shows me. Of course, the GOAT, I gotta know what he's talking about. Now, do I watch all of the 2-hour-long interviews? No. If I like the person, I will. Of course, I'm watching Rick. Here we've got Crow Hill. This was Christian Henson's channel. Now, confession, because they are a competitor to Somerville Sounds, I have had to make myself not watch it as much, mostly because they're doing really cool stuff, and I don't want to copy it. While I'm here, if you need more sample libraries in your life, Somerville Sounds, we've got a few here that you can go check out. And a new one on the way very soon. February, March, hopefully February. Don't hold me to that. I'm trying to categorize these the best I can. We're going to move into composition. Now, some of these people are my friends, and I'm deathly afraid that I'm going to forget friends who have channels who I watch. Jameson Nathan Jones. Watch this video, the making of the Genesis pipe organ. A couple years ago, I saw an Instagram reel, and it was of a pipe organ in this beautiful old church, very different from my perception. Went to Mississippi to film all that. We combined synthesizers with the pipe organ, but his channel is mostly about composition. Super talented guys. He has some great educational products. If you want to get better at writing, especially kind of keys based or electronic, Jameson Nathan Jones is your guy. And he's hilarious. Sticking with composition, we have Anne Catherine Dern. More of an orchestral. She talks a lot about the business side of things, but then also has very clear videos, you know, on ostinatos. And she breaks these kind of difficult concepts down into really digestible videos. I'm one of these weirdos who thinks that you can teach something without having to do it professionally. I mean, that's kind of how the teaching profession works, but she's doing it professionally and is a great teacher. Trev Barnes, another friend of mine who I've got to meet through YouTube. He's just a much cooler, more modern version of myself, but better in every way.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Trev. I'm a guy that makes music on the internet.
He writes great songs, documents the process, easy guy to listen to. Highly recommend Trev. Now we've got Emily Hopkins. Probably need to do this. A very difficult channel to describe. Brilliant harpist. People kept sending her pedals, and she puts those two together, and there's something special about a harp going through these pedals that you mostly associate with guitar. She will do a 10-minute dramatization about, I don't know. It's quite the ride. Big fan. Back to the whole guitar building thing. I love a good storytelling YouTuber. If I ever do something different, I'd like to document my journey of becoming a woodworker. There's this whole world of cinematic woodworking videos, and you have something that doesn't exist, and you can document the process for 30 minutes and then make something amazing and have a video at the end of it. To me, that would be so fun. Maybe I'll do that with guitars one day when I'm old. Daisy Tempest, great filmmaker. Like this build a handmade acoustic guitar. It is really difficult to write a song and film it. I can't imagine how difficult it is to just not get bogged down by filming a YouTube video making guitar, and she does a great job with that. I think my favorite Luthery, still don't know if I'm saying that right, channel goes to the guys at Driftwood Guitars. I think I was turned on to it by this Rhett Scholl video, another channel where it's great to watch their beginning videos because they were just figuring things out, and now what they do is really polished. And people are always asking me, what acoustic guitar should I buy? And most of the time that's in the $500 range to $1,000 range. They take some of the more popular guitars and they cut them open and examine them. And I've learned quite a bit about some of these manufacturers who we think are doing a good job and aren't. And there are others who, by the way, just Yamaha. I think Yamaha is the way to go if you're recommending a cheap guitar. They have a full acoustic guitar build documented, and it's hours and hours and hours of viewing. A fantastic resource. Now we're into, I guess, what we'd call a story category. I am fortunate to be friends with this guy, David Hillowitz. You've seen his videos. I can't get over these numbers, David. 2.4 million, 2 million. What? He was making sampling videos.
Saw a really interesting guitar on Craigslist.
And then one day, he's in a different stratosphere, but still the same good dude. He just knows how to tell a story with really interesting gear. A+ human, A+ YouTuber. The reason I am making this video is Josh Scott, who is the founder of JHS Pedals. Josh Heath Scott. He made these two videos, favorite books of 2025 and favorite albums of 2025. I'm listening to more Geese because of this.
Geese grew on me. I heard Geese. I didn't like Geese. People kept saying, listen to Geese.
And I have started reading. Josh, if you happen to see this, I read History Matters. I'm reading This Is Marketing, small things like these. Dang. I'm reading Fahrenheit 451 because I, too, did not read that in high school. I've already read Atomic Habits. I like Josh. I think we might be friends in real life if we were to meet. So Josh, if you'd like to be my friend, maybe I'll see you at NAMM, if I go to NAMM. Almost guaranteed, if you watch my channel, you watch Venus Theory. Just look at his titles. Cameron, come on, dude. I want to watch you around the family, and I can't. Most people think about everything on this level. Cameron, Venus Theory, thinks about it on this level. And his videos are masterpieces. He's not one to shy away from difficult topics.
Congratulations, friend. You're one of us. Because making art is awesome, and who the f cares what other people think?
Okay, now piano. He just knows how to make YouTube videos that are informative, that are timely.
This is the Royal Road chord progression.
He's definitely somebody that I recommend to anybody who's looking to learn more about the piano. This whole series that he's got on popular chord progressions, top-notch YouTuber. Another guy who makes great piano theory, composition style videos, Michael Keithson. If you want to level up your piano playing, great channel. So we're going to close it out with some of my favorite channels that are not music related, but if they show up on the feed, they're getting watched. Gox. Stellar use of music. He puts 80 to 100 hours into every video. Every single frame is cared for. He's a brilliant talent. Van Neistat, love his storytelling. I take a lot from this. I'd love to make more videos in the future that utilize this style. They wouldn't be anywhere near as good as Van, but hard channel to describe. Van is the brother of the last non-music YouTube channel, Casey Neistat. If Casey's video comes on, I am watching it. He's the godfather of YouTube, and he doesn't post enough anymore, but he gave us plenty. I hope you found somebody new. Go watch a few more of my videos. I'd love that. Like, subscribe, all that. Talk soon.